What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Kaizen Your Life Podcast. This is your host, Tyler, aka Kaizen with Tyler, and I'm so extremely grateful to have you here listening, watching, wherever you are. This first episode is going to serve as an introduction and a mission statement for the rest of these episodes, because my intention is to give you as much value as possible. I want to give you practical tips, tricks, practices, resources that you could implement into your everyday life to improve and evolve and grow and develop into the person you've always wanted to become. Because your dream life is within reach. If another human walking this earth has done it before, you can too. All you need to do is reverse engineer your goal. So together, we're going to be transforming and becoming into the greatest versions of ourselves. It's going to be an amazing journey, a really fun ride. And again, I thank you for being here. And it really is my prayer, my intention, that you really do get something out of these words, because I'm going to be sharing techniques and mindset hacks that have helped me get out of some really dark times, have helped me see the light, move forward, grow, and evolve, and become the person I am today. So with that being said, today's episode, we're going to be diving into what exactly Kaizen is, how you can Kaizen your life, the 4 steps to it, and what to expect moving forward. So what is Kaizen? It's a cool word. I love saying it, but what does it even mean? So Kaizen is a Japanese term, which directly translates as Kai, meaning change, and Zen, meaning good. The art of continuous improvement. Small improvements made every day, leading to huge results over time. Essentially, daily habits and consistent work making great things happen. And this is true across the board. Anything that you want to achieve, that you want to develop in and grow, it takes time. It takes repetition. Currently I'm Kaizening jujitsu and martial arts, and it's such a clear example of Kaizen put into practice. A black belt is just a white belt who didn't quit. And it's true for anything. We're all white belts at something. And it's okay to not be the best at something when you're first starting out. You have to allow yourself to suck at something, to get better, to become the best you could possibly be. I've overcome the fear of failure in a lot of ways. I'm not perfect, but I'm okay with sucking at something over and over again because I understand that's part of the process. I'm not afraid of looking like an idiot at my first try at something, but I promise you I'm going to keep going and try to get better and grow and be proficient at that skill, at that task. So that's what Kaizen means to me. It's a continuous development towards a particular craft, hobby, skill. And it applies for almost anything. For almost anything, you can Kaizen your life and get better at it. And this is super important, especially now in the age of instant gratification with TikTok, social media, the internet. Everything is seemingly at our fingertips. And it may seem like the successful people that we see every day have always been successful, have always been at that level, that high status. What a lot of us fail to remember, and what is not typically shown, is the years and years of hard work and consistency and discipline that got them to where they're at. Gary Vee was making hours and hours of wine library before he ever went viral and went crazy famous on social media. LeBron James was spending hours shooting jump shots in the gym before he made it to the NBA. Michael Phelps, how many laps was he swimming before he made it to the Olympic stage? The examples and the list truly goes on and on. And I invite you to not get jealous, to not compare yourself to these people, but to use it as an example of what's possible for you. Again, if somebody on this earth has done something, you can too. And you can do even greater things when learning from them. You can learn what they did to get to where they're at and expedite the process. This is exactly in the 4 steps of Kaizen. So let's dive into it. The first step of Kaizening your life is deciding exactly what you want to Kaizen. There's so many things, so many distractions that we could focus on. You need to get crystal clear on what you want to get better at and who you want to become. Where do you see your life in 5 years? What kind of person are you? How do you look? What skills do you have? How do you carry yourself? Decide on skills, hobbies, a profession, a weight, whatever it is. You just need to get clear on what you want to achieve and who you want to be. That's the first step of this process. You need to deliberately program your future. Because if you're not doing it consciously, it's happening subconsciously, unconsciously. You're just becoming anybody. I know for me, I'd rather choose who I want to be. And I know who I want to be. And I'm working every day to become that person. So after you've decided what you want to Kaizen, the next piece of this puzzle is finding someone who has done it before. If you want to become a black belt in jiu-jitsu, you learn from a jiu-jitsu master, another black belt, somebody further along the path, like Apollo. Thank you, Apollo. If you want to do anything, you need to find someone who has done it before. A mentor, a guide, a coach, a teacher can save you years and years of trial and error. They can give you the shortcut towards success. And really, the shortcut is just going to be quickly understanding what it takes to get where you want to go. The shortcut will be in finding the daily practice you need to be doing to achieve the result you're looking for. So once you find that mentor, that guide, that teacher, the next step is listening to what they say and watching what they do very carefully. You need to become a student. You need to learn. You need to study them. They've been where you're looking to go. Absorb as much information as possible. See yourself doing what they're doing. Visualize yourself doing the daily practice, the daily habits, the daily rituals. With that, you need to actually implement what you're learning. Implement every single day what you find out from your mentor. Go full force. Don't quit. Please do not quit. If you do not quit, you cannot fail. 100%. So deciding what you want to Kaizen is the first part of this process. Finding someone who has done it before is the second. Then, once you have that mentor, you listen to what they say and watch what they do very, very carefully. After studying them, you implement that process every single day. This is the recipe for success. Success leaves clues. It really, really does. It's all at our fingertips. It's all right here. You can become exactly who you want to be. And I really want you to do so. I believe in you. Your dreams are totally possible, and if the people around you don't believe in your dreams, I do. I'm here for you. You could use me as a tool, as a guide, as a companion along your journey. People who don't believe in their own dreams will never believe in yours, and that's okay. We need to surround ourselves with people that believe in each other and believe in the greatest version of you. So it's really, really important to consciously program yourself. You need to deliberately brainwash yourself into the person you want to be. Because again, if you're not brainwashing yourself consciously, it's happening unconsciously. And you're just going to become anybody. Why not become the person you've always wanted to be? Why not become your dream self? Using successful people, mentors, guides, as an example of what's possible for you. And taking characteristics and taking traits and skills from these people, incorporating it in to this ideal version of you. In this podcast, we're going to be diving into the Kaizen stories of some really successful people from all walks of life. The next episode, we'll be diving into my very own Kaizen story. There'll be some solo episodes where we dive into specific topics, have some story times, some question and answer episodes, answering questions from you, the listeners, having interviews, Kaizen deep dives where we go over biographies, documentaries of past leaders that are no longer with us, and book recaps. So I thank you so much for tuning into this first episode. It was a quick one. I really just wanted to get this out there for it to be a mission statement, the baseline setting of what Kaizen is, what it means to me. And in the next episode, we're going to be diving into my Kaizen story. Who the heck am I? So again, this is going to be a really fun ride. And I'm looking forward to Kaizening this podcast because honestly, I had a bit of analysis paralysis even starting it. I was waiting for the perfect opportunity, the best camera, the best microphone, the best studio. And a lot of times when we wait for this quote unquote perfect opportunity, it never comes. It passes us by. When really we should have just started and got better as we went along. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with this podcast. I'm going to be investing in better equipment, eventually moving into a big studio. I'm going to prove to myself and prove to you, the audience, that anything you set your mind to is possible. So please stay connected. You could follow me at Kaizen with Tyler on all major platforms. Please reach out, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this first episode, what you would like to see more of, people that you would like to see on here, and be involved. This is going to be a community of people that you could rely on and grow with. So with that, thank you so much for being here. I honor you. I really hope you got something out of these words. And until next time, I'll see you then.